We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Growing reaction to the indictment of Donald Trump. We're going to show you what he is saying about it and how those in both political parties are reacting. Plus, we're going to take a closer look at what comes next for the former president. Rain on the radar. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is tracking the next weather maker in her full Weather Authority forecast. And a rally to reduce violence in Baltimore City. How community activists are demanding lawmakers in Annapolis take action before the 2023 legislative session ends. Fox 45 News Midday starts right now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks so much for joining us. For Fox 45 News Midday, I'm Shannon Lilly. We begin with breaking news. Pope Francis is expected to return home from the hospital on Saturday. The Vatican just announcing the 82-year-old pontiff will be able to participate in the Palm Sunday Mass service in St. Peter's Square. The Pope was hospitalized for a respiratory infection on Wednesday. Also breaking, the Department of Justice says it's suing Norfolk Southern over last month's train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. The train cars were carrying hazardous chemicals that sparked a days-long fire and environment hazards. Now, you'll recall there was talk of contaminated water from the derailment being sent to Baltimore for treatment. However, after swift pushback from lawmakers, the decision was scrapped. Clean Harbors saying earlier this week that it's no longer opting to process wastewater from the derailment in Baltimore. Turning now to the very latest on the indictment of Donald Trump. He is now the first current or former president to face a criminal indictment. Here's what we know so far. The actual charges remain under seal at this point, but reporting in recent weeks points to potential campaign finance violations surrounding hush money payments in the Stormy Daniels affair saga. The prosecutor says he has notified the Trump team and is working on a potential scenario where the former president surrenders, possibly next week. But until then, many are speaking out about the former president's indictment. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy wasted little time in jumping to Trump's defense. In a tweet, he targeted Manhattan's District Attorney Alvin Bragg, claiming he weaponized the country's judicial system, again, the former president, and interfered in the presidential election. On the other side of the aisle, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging Trump and his supporters to accept the indictment peacefully. In a statement, he voiced confidence in the country's judicial system and went on to denounce any outside political influence, intimidation, or interference in this case. For his part, Trump taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, in a post he claims thugs and radical left monsters indicted him in a quote, attack on our country, the likes of which has never been seen before. He calls the U.S. a third world nation in serious decline. Now, as for when Trump could surrender, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, seen here leaving the courthouse, says prosecutors are working to arrange a surrender. CNN reports that he's likely to report for arraignment early next week. Stay with Fox 45 News for the very latest. The Fox 45 News digital team is constantly updating content on our website and the Fox 45 News app as well. Download the free app and turn on push notifications to get all the breaking news developments sent right from our newsroom to your phone. Topping local news, city police released new surveillance images linked to a double shooting that injured 2 women, including a teenager. It happened last week on Fort Armstead Road, just south of the Key Bridge in South Baltimore last week. A 19-year-old and 20-year-old were shot. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Crime Stoppers. As crime continues in the city, there are growing calls for leaders in Annapolis to pass new legislation to address the gun violence.
A lot of us are numb. And this rally is to stop us from being numb.
You saying let's slap them on that head? No, they need some consequences. They need to do something.
That was community activist Janet Bailey, and she is lobbying for City State's Attorney Ivan Bates's bill, among others. And she argues it should not be about politics. It should be about people's lives. The bill would lengthen jail time for illegal gun possession, but it's currently stalled, and other bills to curb crime remain up in the air as well. If lawmakers are going to act, they need to do it soon. The session ends on April 10th. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1. Baltimore's chapter of the NAACP says their city office on 26th Street was vandalized. You can see the broken glass and boarded up windows there. Well, Reverend Kobe Little chairs the chapter, and he says he was at his desk when a piece of concrete and a bottle were thrown, breaking the front door. He believes the attack was targeted. Trending number 2, starting today, changes are coming to the mall in Columbia. Fridays and Saturdays after 4, anyone under 18 has to be accompanied by someone 21 or older anywhere at the mall, including the parking lot. This comes in response to issues involving teenagers in the mall, including 3 arrests for unruly behavior in January. The policy follows similar ones already in place at the Towson Town Center, but the policy applies to anyone under 17 at the Towson Shopping Mall. Trending number 3, an officer with the Anne Arundel County Police Department is suspended without pay as he faces a second-degree assault charge. The department says Corporal Hoppel, a 16-year veteran of the force, has been suspended pending an investigation into a domestic assault in Tracy's Landing. Trending number 4, an all clear at the Joint Base Andrews after an hours-long lockdown Thursday when a man was spotted with a firearm near a housing area. After a sweep of that area, no one was found and the lockdown was lifted. Trending number 5, Amtrak is sharing new renderings of what a revamped Penn Station could look like in the future. Now, it includes an entirely new concourse for Amtrak that would serve for regional and high-speed trains up and down the Northeast Corridor. The idea is to begin construction sometime this fall. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Just search WBFF in your app store. Well, still ahead, a new way to cut down on dirt and grime in the kitchen. The cool new way to wash dishes that will make it not only easier, but faster. And from the big screen to the courtroom, a jury reaches a verdict in the widely televised ski case involving actress Gwyneth Paltrow. And new information about a possible motive for the Las Vegas gunman. How the FBI says his anger with casinos may have motivated him to carry out the attack.
We are looking at a cloudy but mild afternoon ahead of us. Highs end up in the mid and upper 60s. Also plan on some showers this evening as a new weather maker moves in. That weather maker will also take us into the weekend. I've got an updated look at your weekend forecast in just a couple of minutes on Fox 45 News Midday at 11.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
Happening today, President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are visiting Rolling Fork, Mississippi. The area was devastated by a deadly tornado last week. 25 people were killed, dozens more were injured. Happening now, a live look over the White House, where the Biden administration is declaring today Transgender Day of Visibility. Similar proclamations have been issued in the last 2 years. President Biden is encouraging Americans to lift up the voices of transgender people. He called such individuals some of the bravest people he knows today. Taking a look at your social stream now, lots of reaction to the indictment against Donald Trump. We've already heard from Republicans and Democrats in Congress, and now we want to bring you reaction from the voters. Well, Trump is now the first current or former president to face a criminal indictment. Manhattan's district attorney's office has been investigating Trump's alleged role in a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels shortly before the 2016 election. Now, Trump has vowed to keep running his 2024 presidential campaign in the face of criminal charges. And of course, so many people talking about this on both sides of the aisle. So we're going to take a look at just a couple of them. Cliff here says he's been a criminal for decades and it's all catching up to him. How anyone ever voted for him is still astounding. Mike, though, here, indicting Trump has zero chance of convicting him. That's not the point. It's all about distracting from Biden's failures in international affairs and all of the left's crimes here at home. The Dems have several Trump lawsuits ready to roll out over the next 2 years. New details are emerging as to what may have motivated the deadliest mass shooting in recent U.S. history. The FBI has released a 300-page-long document on Stephen Paddock. He's the man who opened fire on the Route 91 Music Festival in Las Vegas from a Mandalay Bay hotel room. The 2017 attack killed 58 people and injured almost 700 others. According to the report, a person familiar with Paddock said he was upset about how casinos treated him as a high roller. The person also said Paddock believed Mandalay Bay should have given him a room on a higher floor and a penthouse suite. He took so many lives, and some are saying that this does not add up. We have this person saying, we're meant to believe that a man who had tens of thousands of dollars worth of guns and ammunition was upset he lost tens of thousands of dollars gambling. So he decided to take out his anger not on the casino, not in the casino, but by shooting into a crowd outside a casino. Look at this, though. Sarah says, I don't think depression is the only problem in this country. So many men seem unable to control their rage, especially if they feel they were treated unfairly. A Utah jury has found actress Gwyneth Paltrow not liable for a ski collision back in 2016. Retired optometrist Terry Sanderson sued Paltrow over injuries he said he suffered when the two collided at the Deer Valley Resort in Park City, Utah. Now, Paltrow argued that Sanderson skied right into her. The civil trial jury deliberated for a little over 2 hours Thursday before returning their verdict. So Philip here says he is so glad about that. But then we have another person saying money sure talks for the elite. Well, still ahead, taking over our jobs. A new report lays out just how many jobs robots could take over and the careers that are most at risk.
Former President Trump indicted, what it means and what will happen next. I'm Scott Thuman in Washington with those late-breaking developments.
We're back, taking a live look over Towson. Starting to look a little gray out there. Make sure you grab the umbrella because rain returns this afternoon. And coming up, we're going to check in with meteorologist Amy Aronson to see exactly when it's going to arrive and how much we'll get. Back now to the grand jury indictment of former President Donald Trump. The grand jury deciding Trump should be arrested and criminally charged. Now, while details of the specific charges have not been revealed, this is a new type of trouble for Trump, who's currently attempting a political comeback in the 2024 election. Sinclair's chief political correspondent, Scott Thuman, brings us a closer look.
Well, Trump's critics have been anxiously awaiting this moment, his supporters fighting it. But it is now official. Former President Trump indicted. History in Manhattan, the first ever criminal indictment against a sitting or former president, as a grand jury charges Donald Trump for allegedly paying hush money and trying to cover it up while hiding an affair with an adult film star that could have gone public in the final days of the 2016 campaign. Worst case scenario, the former president and current candidate for a return to the White House could spend up to 5 years in prison, experts say, but feel that may be unlikely even if convicted. Trump for months has been smearing the New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg, claiming the case is purely political. Thursday night, Trump stating he's doing Joe Biden's dirty work. I believe this witch hunt will backfire massively on Joe Biden. The American people realize exactly what the radical left Democrats are doing here. Famed defense attorney Alan Dershowitz.
In this case, federal government refused to prosecute him. The predecessor district attorney refused to prosecute him. And yet this district attorney came in and said, whoops, they're both wrong. I'm going after him on a made-up charge. And the American public should be outraged. This is not the way justice should be done in America.
Either way, the public will have questions.
I think Mr. Bragg should do everything he can with the American people to explain the charges and why he's bringing the charges. I mean, after all, this is the former president of the United States. The American public needs to have buy-in on the charges, needs to understand the process and what's going to happen going forward.
Politically, the future unclear. A conviction would not prevent Trump from running, and some Trump critics worry it could actually help him rally his base, wondering if a man already twice impeached could also survive an indictment and possibly more to follow. As of now, there is talk that Trump would turn himself over to police next week. He'd be fingerprinted and photographed and possibly handcuffed. In the meantime, police from New York to D.C. preparing for protests. Still a lot to be determined in the coming days. In Washington, I'm Scott Thuman.
Trending today, Goldman Sachs says up to 300 million full-time jobs around the world could be affected by artificial intelligence. The new wave of AI that has spawned platforms like ChatGPT could lead to jobs being automated in some way. Now, in a report Sunday, Goldman Sachs economists predicted 18% of work globally could be computerized. According to the report, the most affected jobs would be administrative workers and lawyers. Less affected jobs are expected to be in physically demanding or outdoor occupations such as construction and repair work. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. And Mark, what do you think? Robots are coming for our jobs.
Man, is it me? Doesn't it feel like they're like forcing this down our throats too? They keep talking about robots, AI, boom, boom, boom.
Right. I feel like it's on the way.
Right. So what are we supposed to do? I guess
we can expect robots to be at the anchor desk soon, Mark.
Well, you know what? I guess maybe, all the new things that are out there from the chat, whatever it's called, GPS and the blah, blah, blah.
GPT,
I sound like somebody's dad now, but I'm just saying, maybe learning about it. Don't put your head in the sand. I think we need to learn about it, embrace it.
Because, society does have to advance.
Yeah, we have to advance. And
it's all
also,
part of it.
Maybe, I'm thinking about getting an Android installed to myself, so I'm half robot, half me.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. You might be onto something there, Mark.
Matter of fact, wait a minute.
Hello, my name is Mark Clark.
Oh, man. See? All right, we are moving on. Thanks, Mark. Well, the next weather maker is making its way to us. And meteorologist Amy Aronson is timing it all out for us. Amy?
We are tracking our next weather maker as we get into the weekend. Here's a look at it right now. It's going to cause some big problems for our neighbors to the west today across the central plains, but eventually it's going to send us some rain and even the potential for some storms and some gusty winds here too. First, we're catching the warm front. That's going to lift some milder air our direction, and then eventually some showers and potentially a storm heads our way. Greatest risk for storms today, the area highlighted in red and orange. That's a moderate risk for severe weather. 4 out of 5 from Arkansas all the way up through Iowa today, extending into Illinois. Serious situation expected to unfold there. For us, we're included in a severe weather risk come Saturday. A marginal risk for severe weather. It's low, 1 out of 5 on the threat level scale, but it means any storm that develops could produce a damaging wind gust. A higher chance for storms for our neighbors to the north there. Central parts of Pennsylvania through upstate New York included in that slight risk as we get into Saturday. Cloudy to start. We're already making our way into the 50s, upper 60s where we're headed today. I'm tracking a rainy end to the work week and start to the weekend, plus windy on Saturday too. Winds will be picking up. Let's talk timing. Showers will rush in this evening between 4 and 5 o'clock. Continue for your Friday night plans right into your Saturday morning, actually. A couple of showers then around daybreak. Looks like the first round up late morning on Saturday, but as the cold front passes through, we see additional showers, even some storms Saturday evening. Winds will also be a problem this weekend. Not only do we have some showers Friday afternoon into early Saturday, along with some isolated storms, it's going to get very windy and warm with highs in the mid-70s. Sunday's drier and cooler. Here's a preview of our peak wind gusts for this afternoon. 25 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour by Saturday, and then wind speeds will start to calm down by Sunday morning. After the weekend, we are looking at a nice mild stretch coming up, a long stretch of the 70s that will actually take us through our home opener on Thursday. Also plan on some spotty showers for that. Back to you.
Amy, thanks. Well, still ahead, if you are looking to get away this summer, consider this. A major airline is cutting flights. What you need to know before booking a trip. And all-inclusive cruises may not be the sale deal they once were. How inflation is driving up the cost of cruises, specifically on board booze. Don't miss this. If you are planning a summer cruise, get ready to pay more for all of those all-inclusive drink packages. Thanks to inflation, those boozy drink packages on cruises are starting to cost a lot more. The Wall Street Journal says most cruise lines have increased prices on drink packages by as much as 36%. MSC Cruises has one of the most expensive packages. It costs $88 a person per night. And speaking of travel, JetBlue is preparing to cut flights in the New York City area this spring and summer. The airline CEO says it's in response to a shortage of FAA air traffic controllers, saying, quote, "We don't want to pull flights, but if we don't cut them, the system is not going to be workable this summer." The FAA says it's working on staffing and looking to find ways to ease air congestion in New York. Time now for your lunch break. A big honor for Baltimore's own Stacy Keibler. Today, the former wrestler will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. In 1999, before stepping into the ring, Keibler was a Ravens cheerleader. Her Hall of Fame class will include Rey Mysterio and the Great Muta. Well, that's all the time we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next, and Mark Clark is back. Mark, what are you guys working on?
Hey, have a good weekend. Now, do you sit with your legs crossed? If so, you may want to stop. It turns out how you sit could be negatively affecting your health. We'll chat about it coming up on Be More Lifestyle.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Miss Full Figure DMV Kelly Bethia. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh. Trending now, tomorrow is April Fool's Day. It happens on April 1st each year, has been celebrated for several centuries by different cultures. If you want to get in on the fun but aren't sure what to do, consider this. You can make fake cake pops by dipping Brussels sprouts in chocolate. Swap out your partner coffee with decaf. There's the classic putting tape over your coworker's mouse. Huh?
What?
Or how about filling a donut box with veggies?
These are lame, and they've all been done before. Those are lame.
I just tape the mouse on the desk. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah.
I'm not a prankster,
No.
so.
Lady T, are you a prankster?
You said, am I one?
Yeah.
No, I'm a jokester. I joke around a lot with people,
Yes.
but I
You're a
am not a
jokester.
prankster.
Not
I
a
just do
prankster.
not. I can't get with it. Number one, I feel like we should all, have a little empathy for us who have heart disease and, well, I don't have heart disease, but still, no,
Well-
I just don't want to have a heart attack on April Fool's Day.
Yes.
Don't trick me, but I will pop out with a pregnancy post. You don't know. You don't know what I'm going to pop out with tomorrow, okay?
Our queen has just said she is not a prankster either, so, you know what I mean? We don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not much of a prankster because I take things way too seriously. So if you prank me, I'm going to go above and beyond. When
Right.
Michelle Obama said, when they go low, go high, I go even higher.
Oh.
I raise the bar when it comes to
She's
pranks.
like,
so
I
I don't
take it
even,
to the extreme
the
is what I
extreme.
do. Okay.
Don't trust that cake pop I have for you tomorrow, guys. Just
See,
be
I
careful.
don't like that. And don't play with my food either. See, that's
Also
no, that's too
All
far.
right. Moving on, something about this smells fishy. A new study finds smelling other people's body odor might reduce social anxiety. If you've ever been in a crowd, you've probably smelled it before. While it seems unappealing, researchers in Sweden found that BO reduces social anxiety by nearly 40% when accompanied by mindfulness therapy. I think what it's saying is that person stank, so
Yes.
I'm okay. But again, Queen, Queen, what do you think about this?
A little stank on it.
I think that my anxiety would actually rise if I smell you, especially somebody that I don't know. Now, I understand that when you have like a nostalgic smell that brings comfort to you, like smelling your mother's perfume or smelling like a food that you like, but just smelling somebody to reduce my own anxiety, somebody that I don't know, that would heighten it,
Lady
if
T?
anything.
I mean, yeah, it does lessen my anxiety. I like when a man smells good and I sniff him, and I like when I smell like him afterwards.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God.
That's true.
You know when you hug a man that smells good and you smell
Yes.
like him after, oh my God, it just makes me feel so good. But I myself, I love to smell good. So hopefully I lessen other people's social anxiety by me coming out and just smelling amazing. That's what I be trying to do.
No, you're raising it. You need to have BO.
Yeah,
Anyway,
what? Ew. What?
We want you to tell it. What do you make of this study? Vote on our website right now, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, when you sit down, do you sit with your feet flat on the floor or cross your legs? If you cross your legs, you may want to stop. Apparently, it can lead to misaligning your shoulders, hips, and back. Doctors say it also increases the risk of blood clots and high blood pressure because it changes blood flow in the body. Instead of crossing your legs, doctors recommend you sit with your feet flat on the floor. Now, I will say this. I always wanted to cross my legs, but my legs would fall asleep. So,
Oh, wait, no, you don't need to be crossing your legs, sir.
Well, I get accused of having a wide sit.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
Why are you trying to cross your legs in the first place?
Queen, what do you say, Queen?
I think it is considered ladylike, or at the very least traditional, for a lady to cross her legs at the ankles. That is what I do in certain situations.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
But that's not, like right now I am sitting with my feet flat on the floor because it gives you better posture, my back is more aligned, and I feel more confident
Now,
when
Lady
you are
T,
balanced that way.
Lady T, we all know you have one leg up on a stool, so what's your take?
Wait a minute. I got one leg on a stool, though. I got the one leg up and push your booty on the floor. Hey. Listen, no. Okay, so I don't know. I don't put my feet flat on the floor like when I'm sitting down. I do cross my legs like this, but it has to be like, lengthened, and I cross it like this. Or, I try to do the Miss Full Figure DMV, the left foot under the right one. I try to be like proper somewhat a little bit sometimes, but why does everything make our body hurt? Like, even twerking, they say, can really misalign your body as well. I feel like
I don't know anything about that.
It's so weird. Yes, you do. You know about that.
Well,
I've seen you do it in The Crown. Just kidding.
Wait a minute.
I'm actually holding a nickel between my knees as I sit.
Yes, you know, it's the knees for us. Does it ever get better, Mark? Does it ever get better? No.
Well, ladies, thank you so much. You've been amazing as always. It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. We're talking about washing dishes. We'll show you a cool new way to wash dishes that will make it not only easier, but faster, okay? And being on your feet, washing dishes can do a number on your back. Coming up, the new way to get relief in today's steals and deals. All right, there's two things. All right, stick around.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Back pain can make it impossible to get comfortable to sleep. Nick Calderon is here with an easy way for you to get relief and relax. Here's today's America Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
Work, the gym, kids, pets, running around all day with errands. I don't know about you, but by the end of all that, the end of the day, my back hurts. I can feel it, and I know you can too. Let me show you a product that will ease your back pain, but still keep you on the go. This is the Calming Heat Back Wrap. It's wearable, super comfortable, and totally customizable. It has 9 different settings, all available right here on the remote control, including, get this, heat, level 1 right there, vibration, and my favorite, the lumbar support. Right now, this thing is inflating against my lower back, almost like a blood pressure cuff, and easing my low back pain. It works for me. I bet it will work for you. I've struggled with back pain for years, and airline seats send me into spasms almost every time I fly. But now, I don't worry about that because I wear this thing on the plane, and I arrive at my destination virtually pain-free. It works, and it can work for you too. Right now, we're offering an exclusive 35% off the Calming Heat Back Wrap. Seriously, take advantage of this offer right now. Head to asadeals.com. Your back will thank you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Dawn Professional.
We all know the service industry can be busy and stressful, especially restaurants. One of the toughest jobs in a restaurant is washing the dishes. Former dishwasher and famed chef Jet Tila is joining us now to tell us all about a new launch from P&G Professional to make that job easier. Welcome, Chef.
Hey, thanks for having me. I think you've watched me on TV for about a decade, but didn't know I started out as a dishwasher.
So can you tell us more about this new launch?
So we just celebrated National Dishwasher Appreciation Day. So it was the perfect time to be partnering with Dawn Professional to introduce the new Dawn Professional Heavy Duty Manual Pot and Pan. I know it's a mouthful, but this product is going to make the lives of all of our dishwashers so much easier.
So what is it that makes the Dawn Professional different from the Dawn products we have at home?
You know what? You said the word yourself. It's professional to me, right? I think a lot of cooks and home chefs have been bringing in professional things into their house: ranges, pots, cookware, and knives. It's time to bring in professional cleaning into their dish life. So Dawn Professional is going to reduce their scrubbing time by 50% compared to the non-concentrate. It is an absolutely great product.
As a restaurateur yourself, how do you think this product can help businesses?
You know, I think it's not just going to help us restaurateurs, but also our diners, which is just about everybody. On the restaurateur side, if I can save 50% time in scrubbing, I'm going to get 50% more productivity, profitability to have happy employees. But as a guest of restaurants, I don't think people understand how crucial the dish pit is. When the dish pit is running smooth and they have a product that is working, it makes everything else smooth. Your service, your food, it really is the heart of the kitchen. Please go to pgpro.com. You're going to find all the links you need and all the information about this amazing product.
All right. Thank you much.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Up next, loving and celebrating our bodies in all the shapes and sizes they come in. We'll sit down with the creator of the Miss Full Figure DMV pageant, as well as the reigning queen. And still ahead, we're talking about mental health and health that's available right here in Baltimore. That's coming up next.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
All right, she's been breaking down barriers for a few years now, helping prove that size has no barrier on beauty. Now we're joined by Lauren Ross, the director of the Miss Full Figure DMV pageant, and Miss Full Figure DMV herself, Kelly Bethea. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you ladies look fabulous. I love it so much.
So do you, too. So do you, lady, too.
I love it. Okay, now, Lauren, I want to talk to you first. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about the pageant and why you created it?
Well, I got to make sure I get the facts right on the story. Well, I joined the pageant in 2016 as a delegate in Miss Full Figure USA that was created and curated by Miss Teresa Sparkle Randolph. And then we branched out in 2017 in the D.C. and Maryland and Northern Virginia area, where I was the director, the producer, and the founder of the Lorraine Ross Experience that's handling all the things size have no barrier on beauty for Miss Full Figure DMV.
Got it, got it. All right, Kelly, can you tell us how it feels to be the reigning queen, and tell us a little bit about your platform?
Sure. I mean, it feels amazing to be queen. I did not know I was going to win, obviously. I was really excited about that. If you see the footage of that, I was quite shocked. But regarding my platform, it is centered on strong Black woman syndrome and how to dismantle it, how it is the real silent killer for Black women in any space that we reside in. And how do we dismantle that from a young age so that by the time you get to be my age or director's age or even your age, we don't have it nearly as heavy as we once did.
Wow, powerful. I love that. Okay, now, what is your message, Kelly? What's your message to young women and young girls?
I mean, anything is possible, especially if you're plus size. Like, we don't have, like, size has no barrier on beauty. That is a real thing. That is a mantra that I learned through this pageant system, but it's something that I carry with me every day. There's nothing that we can't do.
That's right.
And we just have to rock it out.
I love that. Exactly. Now, Lauren, can you tell us, I know about, it's not just about beauty and, barriers, but the pageant also offers scholarships too, right?
Correct. So for the last existence of us being a pageant, we do a scholarship. We give out book scholarships. We give to organizations that's in the youth. Some of our recipients has been young women who have 3.0 and 4.6 average going to college. Okay. And it's just been an amazing way to give back to the community because we serve our community first and uplift and encourage each other in the meantime doing that.
Y'all see that? They about their beauty and their excellence. Okay. Lauren, where can we go for more information about the pageant?
So you can visit us on our website, which is www.missfullfiguredmv.com. You can join us on Facebook and IG, which is Miss Full Figure DMV Pageant on all social media platforms.
Okay, and also, Miss Kelly Bethea, real quick, can I shout you out? Because listen, sis, we both went to Bowie State University together.
Absolutely.
So, obviously, Bulldogs, we make the world go round. And we're
Bulldog Nation over here. Let's go. BSU.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We learned so much from you, and congratulations, Kelly. Continue to shine, girl.
Thank you.
Continue to shine, queens.
Come on. Thank you for having us,
Thank
Lady
you for
T.
having me.
All right. Till next time.
We are tracking some changes as we close out the week and kick off the weekend, and that's all with this next weather maker. Here it comes, pushing in from the west. Severe weather will stay to our west today, but eventually this will send some rain and some changes our direction too. Here's a look at that severe weather threat for today. A moderate risk for severe weather from Arkansas all the way up into Illinois and Iowa. Serious situation there. Moderate threat for severe weather for the area highlighted in red, and then even in orange. They are under the gun for strong to severe storms today. For us today, just a general thunderstorm risk. Tomorrow, though, we're included in a marginal risk. It's low. It's the bottom of the threat level scale, 1 out of 5 technically, but it means we can't rule out some damaging wind gusts here as some storms develop. Higher risk for that for our neighbors to the north in central Pennsylvania through upstate New York. They're included in that slight risk. It is just cloudy here to start, cloudy and dry with temperatures warming up. We end up in the upper 60s today before the rain arrives and kicks off the weekend. It's also going to be windy this weekend, especially on Saturday. So first, let's talk about the rain. Showers will work their way in this evening between 4 and 5 o'clock. On and off showers for your Friday night plans right into Saturday morning. Saturday morning looks a little soggy. Showers will continue through the end of the morning, wrapping up briefly by midday. Skinny line of showers, even some isolated storms come through during the evening with the passage of that cold front. After that, winds really picking up. So we are throwing in that risk for some showers later this afternoon, this evening. Highs in the upper 60s today. Tomorrow is going to be warm and windy once the showers and storms get out of here. Mid 70s with winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. So turning very windy over the weekend. On Sunday, winds will start to calm down, but we're still tracking wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. So I did throw in that chance for some afternoon showers today, showers and even some storms on Saturday before we dry things out and cool things down on Sunday. Sunday, we're back in the mid-50s. After that, a nice stretch coming up next week. For the first full week of April, it's going to feel like it. We've got near 70 degrees on Monday, upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and for the home opener on Thursday, low 70s, not bad for the Orioles at Camden Yards, but do be prepared for some spotty showers too. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Unlimited Bounds.
Unlimited Bounds is providing a plethora of outpatient mental health services of all different kinds. Here to tell us more is co-founder and COO, Mrs. Brandy Johnson. Welcome. How are you?
I'm well today. How are you?
I'm great. So tell us, what's the most enjoyable part of the work that you guys do?
Well, here at Unlimited Bounds, we are an integrated behavioral health program, and we service clients who are having needs for treatment for substance abuse and mental health. And one of the most rewarding parts of doing this work, which is challenging at times, is being able to see people who come into us, you know, at their lowest points during life, and watching them progress through the program and really turn things back around and become better than they were when they came to us. That's one of the best feelings about what we do here at Unlimited Bounds.
Awesome. So why the move to Curtis Bay?
We moved to Curtis Bay in the beginning of 2022, kind of in the middle of the pandemic, just to give our clients more space. We purchased a large building down here in Curtis Bay, and we really believe in giving back to the community. So it was a step forward in revitalizing the area that we moved into, and just to kind of give the clients that we were serving in the moment, you know, just some different scenery. And we're now closer to the county line of Anne Arundel County, so just to branch out our services a little bit more.
And when are your intake days and times?
At Unlimited Bounds, we do intake all new clients from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And how long does treatment last on average?
On average, you could say about 6 months to a year, although that does depend on the complexity and severity of each individual's needs when they come in the door. Not all people have, the same treatment needs. So we do an individualized assessment upon intake when a client does come in to assess for what is going to be best served for their treatment needs.
And do clients have to make an appointment to visit Unlimited Bounds?
While we do accept appointments here, absolutely not. Anybody can walk in during those business hours of Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our address is 4200 Pennington Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21226. And anyone that's interested in just more information, making an appointment, or coming in, you can reach us at 443-449-5135.
And I'm sorry, one more time, where can viewers go for more information?
They can go to www.unlimitedbounds.com. And again, they can call our office Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., 443-449-5135.
Thank you for this great information, and thanks for sharing it on the show, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Sure, take care. Still ahead, could other people's sweat make you sweat less? How BO and social anxiety could be connected. Trending now, something about this just smells fishy. But a new study finds smelling other people's body odor might reduce social anxiety. If you've ever been in a crowd, you've probably smelled it before. While it seems unappealing, researchers in Sweden found that BO reduces social anxiety by nearly 40% when accompanied by mindfulness therapy. And we wanted you to tell it. What do you make of the study? Most of you are saying something smells fishy to me, okay? Great show lined up for Monday. Summer will be here before you know it. We'll show you the new fun places to check out where you can meet new friends, enjoy new food, while sipping on your favorite drink.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
And of course, thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.